give it up right now for Helen Reitger! Thank you. How's everybody doing? Well, that's great. I'm feeling pretty good. Got my lucky flannel. Drove down here today from Kansas, and I want to say that your shitty drivers really make me feel at home. It must just be a Midwest thing. But, so I'm closing out the Alphabet Soup show. I'm not quite sure what letter I am. I consider myself a gender-fluid pansexual, or as my mother likes to call it, a huge disappointment who's going through her phase. She's still holding out hope. But believe it or not, I found it kind of hard to date. I mean, you wouldn't think I would, since I'll date anybody, you know, as long as they're a good person. But like, I really don't have the ability to pick people up as part of the problem. No one really hits on me. I think it's because I'm like sexually ambiguous. It's like my hair and like this shirt in particular say, yeah, she probably eats pussy. With his face, it just screams cocksucker. Nothing I can really do about it. Recently I was driving through Brighton, Colorado, and went to a truck stop, and I accidentally bumped into this old grumpy farmer, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And he was like, fucking bull dyke. And I was like, oh, thank you. Finally, somebody recognizes the queer I am. You get me, old farmer. But I am actually doing pretty well in the dating situation. I just moved in with someone. Thank you. It's pretty exciting. You know, you learn a lot about yourself when you move in with somebody. Like, are you guys aware there's a correct way to eat popcorn? I didn't know, but apparently it's 2 to 3 kernels, whatever you can comfortably fit in your mouth and put your lips around before you make the crunch noise. I know. I've just been walking around all these years just shoving handfuls of popcorn in my mouth like some kind of fucking monster. And now I know. They're going out of town next week for a few days, and I'm kind of excited. Because I'm going to do all the nasty things I like. I'm going to find the biggest spoon I can find and just suck my cereal off of it. I'll slurp my spaghetti. Everything out of the container, no bowls. I'll just drink the milk straight out of the carton. Just disgusting mayhem for days. It's going to be great. Now, 10 years ago, I'd have been like, you know what? You don't like the way I eat? You can fucking leave. But I'm old. I'm tired. And I can't be back out there again, so I'll make this shit work. Like in high school, I had backups to my backups. You know, my bench was like 3-4 deep. You know, my bench is empty. All the paint's worn off. You know, there's like a leg broken, it's just falling over. There's no bench. There's no backup. I'm gonna make this shit work. Can't be out there again, back in the world of sexting and dick pics and toilet pics. I said it, toilet pics. Now, if you don't know what that is, I highly recommend you don't Google it. But just like a quick, summary, a man online offered to be my toilet. Yeah, some of you still look confused. Some of you obviously aren't by that but he offered to eat my shit. That's what's waiting for me out there. I'm going to make this shit work. But it turns out I was actually pretty good at the sexting. Like, I wrote some shit one night. I was like, damn, that's some good shit. Like, I don't even need a text back, I'll just text myself. It's a good thing I'm going to get going. It's called text debating. Just text yourself. You know what you want to hear? In my sexting adventures, I learned there were 2 kinds of sexting men anyway. There's the gentleman sexter and what I like to call the catty sexter. Now, the gentleman sexter will never send you an unsolicited dick pic. Catty sexter don't give a shit. They'll send you dick pics all day, all night, from all sorts of angles. Just hoping one gives his dick some personality. All sorts of locations, too. It's like a perverted roaming gnome commercial. You got the classic in the shower. You know, the work bathroom, not sure what that's about. And Disneyland with some Mickey Mouse ears. Maybe like the Eiffel Tower, top hat, and a monocle. He's got that one eye. But for my family, maybe being single isn't necessarily a bad thing, you know. You secretly marry one toothless meth addict after 6 weeks of dating, and suddenly everyone's concerned about your ability to pick an appropriate partner. Of course, I have dated some real pieces of shit, like call you a cunt on your 30th birthday for no reason, you pieces of shit. You know, or go out for beer and stay gone for 3 days and spend the rent money on crack, pieces of shit. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's to the point like my current boyfriend is like, wait a minute, am I a piece of shit? Like, I didn't think I was a piece of shit, but you're in love with me, so there must be something there. But he's most definitely not a piece of shit. The only thing he really has in common with my exes is that he's an alcoholic. You know, I'm not sure what it is with me and alcoholics, so I was thinking if I was ever single again, like maybe I would just go straight to the AA meetings, maybe hang outside of rehab. I also thought about offering my services kind of like a drug sniffing dog, but like an alcoholic sniffing person. I haven't really set a title yet. I'm still fleshing out my business plan, but basically, if you have any family or friends, male, female, whatever, doesn't matter to me, you just bring them my way, and if I'm even remotely attracted, it's probably time that you give them some help. But I could have a successful dating life as a cougar. I get hit on by young people a lot. I don't know if it is the cougar thing or if it's because they think I'm younger, but I know they don't know what they're hitting on. Like, I may have the skin of a 28-year-old, but I have the bladder of a 38-year-old who's given birth to 4 children. So, the lesson, when some women, you know, get older, especially when they've given birth to 4 children, they can develop a slight incontinence issue. I'm not talking about anything crazy like a full-fledged diaper, right? It's more like a pee pad. It's a pee pad. I call it a pee pad, like right now I'm wearing a pee pad. So if you see me sneeze or laugh or cough for sure, I'm probably peeing myself. And I just don't think that's the kind of squirter that the kids are into. I do have 4 kids, they're teenagers now. You know, and a lot of times when people find out I have 4 kids, they're like, 4 kids? You look really good for 4 kids. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? What am I supposed to look like? Some sad, just dried up, wrinkled balloon? My body's pretty tight. My pussy, on the other hand. I don't know if you have it here, but like you ever go in the store and got like the clearance meat in Kansas called the manager special meat, you know? And you take it home, so you don't eat it right away. I mean, it's still good. You can still eat it. It's just got kind of like brown around the edge. It's kind of like that. But believe it or not, I am not single. I know, I'm as shocked as you are. But, and I met my boyfriend online, and he told me pretty early on that he was a transgender man. And I was like, that's fine. I'm the most open-minded, non-judgmental person you're going to meet. And then I saw that he was 5'2". I was like, oh, shit. See, that's nice. Maybe we can be friends. You know? I know it sounds terrible, but normally when I date men, I date tall men. Like, I see a guy online, I'm like, yeah, he's all right. Then I see 6'5", I'm like, he's all right. I'm not sure what it was when I met my boyfriend. It was some sort of magical charm. I'm kidding, he just smelled really good. Like, he smells really good. Like, he's here. If you get a chance to get a whiff, I recommend it. But not too much of a whiff, because I am a crazy jealous bitch. So maybe if you could just, like, walk by like that or something. But that just goes to show you that the smell of me can go a long way. You know, like 1 foot, 3 inches to be exact. There were some benefits. There was a benefit of dating a transgender man I never thought about. Like, I got to pick my own brand new dick. Like any size, shape, color I wanted, just in the drawer waiting for me, ready to go when I am. It's pretty nice though, because it's pretty nice for me, but it sucks for him, because I put a lock on that drawer. And like the other night I was like, say something about the way I eat popcorn one more time. What was that? You gotta get your dick back Tuesday. Now I know, that you can get that dating a woman, but I also got free drinks, meals, lawn care, shit fixed around the house. Plus, he still makes a delicious sandwich. I'm kidding, that's terrible. I'm kidding. These sandwiches are disgusting. Now, when we started dating, I really wasn't prepared for the questions that people were going to ask me, about his gender or the status of his genitalia, because I never brought a dude around. My friend pulls me aside and is like, "Hey, is he hot?" Or brought a lady around. They're like, "Are her tits real?" So I just wasn't really prepared. And once I started telling jokes about him, some of the people were like, "We were wondering. There's something different about him." And I was like, "So you're just hanging out wondering? Y'all find that strange? But I really do hope that someday we're going to get to a place where we can just see each other as human beings. Of course, by then we're going to have a new frontier of acceptance because we're going to be able to go and pick out a robot partner. Male, female, whatever you're into, just have it built for you. And I think that conversation is going to be a little bit different at that time. It's going to be like, "So did you meet Helen's boyfriend? You think he's a robot?" "I don't know." "I was wondering, would it be weird to ask her?" "I'm not sure." "Do you think she was able to spring for the anatomically correct robot?" "I don't know, she's pretty broke doing that comedy thing right now, so probably not." So I just have a little advice for you. In the future, if you ever think your friend or family member may be dating a robot, and you're curious, you want to ask about their gender or whether they're a robot or not, or their status in the genitalia, here's what you do. You don't. You don't fucking ask. Just don't do it. It's none of your business. It doesn't matter. Just don't do it. That's my advice. But I'm gonna leave you on this. In light of recent events and everything, I just want to tell everybody to just love who you fucking want to love, and fuck who you want to fuck. And if at all possible, find yourself a highly trained army man to protect you.